Hi, I'm Naomi from Muddy Earthlings. How are you? Do you like worms? Did you know worms are superheroes?
Muddy Earthlings!
Would you like to have 1,000 pets? If so, worms could be a great pet for you. Okay, you can't cuddle them or stroke them or expect them to say anything to you, but you can sing to them and give them all your dinner leftovers. Most of all, worms are awesome for our planet because they help our soil. And that's why I think worms are superheroes. Yes, it's true. Worms are one of the most important creatures to have in your back garden if you want to help the planet, have healthy soil and yummy homegrown food. Some people love worms so much they get thousands of them as pets, like me. No, they don't keep them inside. They put them outside to work in their gardens. This has a fancy name, vermicomposting. Can you say vermicomposting?
Vermicomposting!
Vermicomposting is a good way to 1. Get rid of your food scraps. 2. Help make your garden soils much healthier. And 3. Help the planet. The problem is, so many of us just put our food scraps in the bin. They get taken to landfill where they sit and rot, and they don't help the soil at all. When they sit and rot, they give off stinky gases. These gases are actually a form of pollution. Ooh, stinky, rotten food! I'm going to tell you how to make a home in your garden for 1,000 pet worms. But first, let's go and find out more about worms. Are you ready? Come on. Where can we usually find worms? Under the surface of healthy soil. What do worms do in the soil? Well, there are 2 types of worms. Earthworms make channels, tunnels, and holes in the soil. This opens out the soil and stops it from being squashed and squishy and compacted. Whereas composting worms help to break down organic natural things like leaves, even paper and cotton. Composting worms have really cool names like red wriggler, tiger worm, and night crawler. How to make a worm tower. Find a spot in your garden where your soil and plants would love some worms. Dig a hole, get a pipe with holes in the bottom half and put it in the soil. The holes let the worms come and go. Make a worm bed at the bottom with damp paper and some compost. Put in your new babies. You'll need about 500 composting worms for each worm tower. Put your food scraps on top and cover with some mulch to keep them safe and snug. It's kind of like a doona. Cover the top with a lid to keep flies out. Now let the worms do their work in peace and darkness as they gobble and poop and gobble and poop and gobble and poop and gobble and poop. Sounds easy, doesn't it? It is! And if you ever get lonely, you can go and talk to your worms and sing them a song. And now I'm all alone again, nowhere to go, no one to turn to. Guys, I'm having a bad day. Can you hear me out? Guys? Is anyone home? Here is what happens when you have a worm tower in your garden. The worms gobble your food scraps and poo. If you want to be proper, you can call this type of poo worm castings. If you don't want to be proper, you can just call it poo. But get this, it's their amazing poo that is an incredible vitamin or fertilizer for the soil. All the nearby plants grow fast and strong and tall. Yummy worm castings! Have you ever heard anyone go ugh to a worm? Well, I bet now if you do, you'll be able to tell them that worms are not at all, but amazing superheroes in our own back gardens. Here's an idea for you. Why not start your own worm tower in your garden? And if you do start your own worm tower, why not give some worms to a friend as a present? Thanks for watching. Bye! If you like this episode of Muddy Earthlings, please subscribe to our channel and share this with a friend.